Ya Allah, if this person is good for me, then bring him closer to me, and if he is not, then take him away. How many times has this dua been said in the silence of a worried heart? And yet one day you meet someone not like the others. Something changes. You don't know why, but you know that you have to be careful. When Allah sends you the person destined to be your husband or wife, He won't let you stay in doubt. The signs will watch over you. Sudden changes, truths that resonate deeply if you know how to listen to them. Here are 4 sudden things may Allah show you when the right person enters your life, and the 4th will forever change the way you see halal love. 1. An inexplicable peace fills your heart. It is suddenly like a veil falling. You who always had doubts, hesitations, there your heart calms down. Not a fleeting excitement, not an obsession, but a peace, an inner tranquility, as if something was whispering to you. You can breathe. This person is not here to hurt you. In the Quran, Allah says, "And among His signs, He has created wives for you that you may find peace, Sakina, with them." Surah Ar-Rum 30:21. This Sakina, you can't force it. It does not come with a long list of criteria. She comes when your soul recognizes what your eyes had not yet seen. It's there from the first conversations. You don't have to force your language or hide your truth. And above all, you feel no fear, no games, no strategy, no manipulation, just a clarity. But then, how can we distinguish this blessed peace from simple emotional attachment? What if what you feel is just an illusion? Wait until you see the second sign. 2. Doors that open without force, and others that close quietly. Imagine you haven't changed your behavior. You don't run, you don't force anything, and yet doors open one by one. Conversations become simpler. Complicated things suddenly become manageable. Situations that would normally have slowed you down or discouraged you, they unlock by themselves. It's not luck. This is not a coincidence. This is what we call in Islam Tayseer, ease granted only by Allah when you walk on a path that He approves. When Allah helps you, no one can overcome you. Surah Al-Imran 3:160. When this person comes into your life, you notice that what seemed impossible yesterday becomes possible today. Your parents become more open. The circumstances align. The efforts are synchronized. Good intentions come together without handling. And be careful, this is not always spectacular. Sometimes it's subtle, like a discreet green light at every turn, like a peace that surrounds you even when there are challenges. But there is also the other side, doors that close, things, people, relationships that fall, slowly but clearly, without violence, without shouting, without confusion. Allah takes away from you what was not intended for you at the very moment where He brings you closer to the one who is. And the more you move in this direction, the more you feel something higher organizes all of this. This kind of ease is not always comfortable, but it is clear. It never takes you away from your faith. She never forces you to compromise. And if you look closely, you will see you didn't have to tear yourself away to create this connection. It's as if Allah had already prepared everything. All you had to do was say, Bismillah. But then, does what comes easily necessarily come from God? Or can we be wrong even when everything seems to be flowing perfectly? We talk about it in the third manifestation, the one that even strong hearts fear without admitting it. 3. This person makes you face yourself without destroying you. You thought you were looking for a beautiful connection. You wanted peace, simplicity, gentleness. But what Allah shows you with this person, it's not always that. What He shows you is you. Yes, this person calms you down, but they also upset you. She makes you look at parts of you that you had avoided for a long time. Your inconsistencies, your wounds, your impatience, your flaws. And yet, You don't feel judged, not humiliated, not rejected. It's strange because this person, they tell you, face your own reflection, but in a way that makes you want to improve yourself, not run away. You see, the love that Allah sends you does not always flatter you. Sometimes He educates you. That tears you away from illusions that you had on yourself. And this process can be uncomfortable, yes, but it is necessary. Allah does not change the state of a people until they change what is in themselves. Surah Ar-Ra'd 13:11. And sometimes Allah uses the arrival of this person as a catalyst for transformation. You start to pray more sincerely. You become more rigorous again. You give up certain habits, not because they are imposed on you, but because you feel that your heart has changed direction. It is as if Allah said, "Here's the person, but first become who I want you to be, to deserve it." So no, it's not always smooth. It's not a fairy tale, it's a mirror. And sometimes we're not ready to see ourselves with so much truth. But what is magnificent is that this person doesn't crush you. She confronts you gently. And you feel that Allah used this relationship to elevate your soul, not just filling an emotional void. But then, how to know if this process comes from a bond purified by Allah, or if it is simply a toxic relationship disguised as a divine lesson? It's in the fourth manifestation that we discover the most critical difference of all, the one that few recognize before it's too late. 4. He or she does not run away from you. He seeks you like a soul who has recognized his own. Enough of these scenarios where you have to make yourself indispensable. Enough of these one-sided discussions. Enough of having to beg for attention as if love were a favor. When He is the person sent by Allah, you don't feel this permanent emptiness. You don't feel the need to constantly prove your worth. You are not in strategy mode. I am going to disappear so that she comes back, or I am going to be perfect to be chosen. You are sought. You are looked for. You are pursued with nobility, because what comes from Allah doesn't hide, and what is meant for you doesn't make you run through the alleys of humiliation. When it's the right person, not perfect but chosen for you, she doesn't play. She wants you clearly. She speaks seriously. She moves forward with faith, and you feel that she is not here to fill a void, but to build a bridge between your dunya and your akhirah. She talks to you about the future, not just vibes. She wants to include you in her vision, not just on her weekend. She knows your soul even before understanding all your words, and she wants what you want, a guided love, not a flash in the pan. But be careful. This type of presence shakes up those who are used to emotional unavailability. It disturbs those who think that love is always chaos to be tamed. The love that comes from Allah stabilizes you. It enlightens you. And above all, He comes to you. And if you have to pursue, beg, implore, maybe it's not love, but an obsession fueled by the fear of being alone. So ask yourself the real question, does this person clearly choose you as Allah chose you for her? Or is it you who wants to force her to become what she will never be? When Allah sends you the right person, you don't need to run or doubt endlessly. The signs are there, clear, sudden, deep. But to recognize them, you need a heart connected to Him, a heart that seeks more than just a match. A heart that seeks a union blessed, protected, destined. So tell me in the comments, have you ever felt any of these signs? Or do you think the right person is still on the way? Your story might inspire someone. And above all, subscribe if you want more videos that help you recognize halal love with clarity and faith. Because sometimes just one reminder can change everything.